Hi there, everyone. This is ID Jester, and welcome back to another episode of End This Space. This will be part 8. I know part 7 was a beast. It took actually a while to upload that video. It was over 3.5 gigs of data, and of course, I got about 40% done the first time, and it bombed out. So I had to spend time uploading again. So I'm going to try and keep the videos a little bit shorter so I don't run into upload issues. Anyways, thank you all for coming back, and I want to thank everyone for posting comments and suggestions and their thoughts and giving this series a lot of views. So I appreciate everyone out there that is participating in this. Want you to know that I do realize that it takes a lot of your time and that I appreciate the effort and time that you spent with me, so I'm trying to make the best quality product I can. Again, if you do like this video and you like this series, you like this game, again, comment, make sure you post messages, any of your thoughts or questions. Please do give it a thumbs up and rate it. Let me know what you think of it so I know that I'm doing a good job for you. Anyways, we are in part 8 here, and I've had a chance in between episodes here to kind of study what's going on the map and check our research, check our ships and stuff, just to see where everything lays in the lands. It does look like we're going to able to hopefully keep this system back. He does have a fleet right now that's trying to steal the system from us. It's only got 382 firepower. We ended up putting Fleet 1 over there, which has 1392 in firepower. It is wounded because it was already in battle once. We are at war with all the races, and you can see here, this is us. We're at war, we're at war, we're at war. There are diplomatic researches that we can look into to maybe get rid of some of these wars and focus in on who's winning the game. Right now, his show is up with the Pilgrims in second place. We've fallen all the way back to third place, and the Amoebas are in last place right now. We are researching our quantum damp edited circuits, which is going to give us plus 10% tonnage on each of our ships. So we only have one more turn. We're going to go ahead and let that finish. And then when it does, we're going to redesign our cruiser a little bit, I think. And then we're going to start moving our way up the track. I guess I should say we. I kind of feel like you're part of the process right now because you've been so involved in this series. So when I say I mean we. I've spent a lot of time actually researching a lot of technologies because they're cheap. You can see when you start getting up the track here, the later ones cost a lot more turns, while the lower class ones are quicker to do. And so we've been kind of just getting all of the technologies that are quick and easy for us, and I think that's kind of hurt us in the long run. So as a tip, I would try to stay focused a little bit more. In the beginning, we were kind of doing all the different researches down here for exploration, expansion, and a little bit of the scientific. We didn't focus any on the diplomacy and trading, hardly. There was a couple in the beginning that were like 1 or 2 turns there, episode maybe 2, 3, 4-ish. And then we were forced into our warfare technologies kind of quickly there. And so we've kind of run a gamut, as you can see, all the purple or dark blue, purplish ones are ones we've researched. If I zoom out, you can easily see that we've pretty much covered the gamut of all the lower technologies, but we really haven't focused in on anything. So I think in the long run that might have hurt us, because spending 3 turns to do this, and 3 turns to do this, and 3 turns to do this, and 2 turns to do that is 3, 6, 9. That's 11 turns. Well, we could focus those 11 turns on trying to get something specifically that's going to be higher up the research path that might give us an advantage over some of the other races. I think we were actually the first race to do a wormhole integration, and we're able to get through the wormholes, which gave us a bonus, and we were able to get settled in on the center planets in the galaxy. But now that we're kind of in the middle, we're really, I don't know if our technology is just falling behind because we've got so many of it that are just lower, as opposed to a few focused technologies. As you can see here in our military path, we've kind of focused on our missiles, which is actually, I think, the thing that's helped us quite a bit, because we did have the Tiberian, or not the Tiberian, where it is the Titanium 70, which the missiles use, and with that we were able to get an advantage, and the other races didn't have that, so we were able to use the missiles against the other ships. But now that we've lost that planet, out there in the middle, Elvira, which has the Titanium 70 there, and it also has the Hyberium. These two things are going to now be accessed by Hisho, and I'm assuming he is friendly with the other races, so he might be giving these resources to them as well. So our missiles, I think we're going to start seeing a lot of the other races have missiles on their ships. We actually have Hisho in our own galaxy again. I'm just trying to give a more in-depth overview of what's going on in our galaxy. For those of you who are new to the game, maybe you can learn something as I learned some things here. Again, certainly not an expert at this game. I've played it a few decent times and had some different things happen throughout the galaxies. So each game you learn new things and get to try different things. Alright, so that's where we're kind of at. We do have a pretty good sized force. Where is our heroes? Let's see, this is our this is our labor unit here, and he's in our home system, which is good. He is injured, so we're waiting on money, so let's go ahead and heal him. And then we're going to assign him to a fleet. We're going to assign him to this fleet here, which is Fleet 1. Assign to Fleet number 1. And last but not least, he has no assignment either because he was injured and we never assigned him back to a fleet. So we will assign him to... I know what we need to do here. We need to take this cruiser, create it. Again, if you click on your ships, you see I have different... first number is the number of ships in that fleet. The second number is your maximum, which is your cap. We can actually take this ship, hold our control key down, click on another ship. Notice we just have these two highlighted, and then we can merge them into one. So Epsilon, we're going to rename that. So you just double click on where it says Epsilon, and it'll bring it up. And we're just going to assign this as Fleet 2 and confirm. And this will be our second most powerful fleet. So we'll assign our other hero to that fleet, Fleet 2. Alright, and we've got another cruiser over here that's waiting on this guy to come down the path. Here, once you go down these travel lanes, you're kind of stuck. You can't just stop your movement and turn around, so he's going to eventually make it here. I'm hoping to get another cruiser built by the time he gets here because it's actually a pretty powerful fleet there, 597. It should be noted that it says 2 of 7, but I guess when I said that first number is how many ships are in the fleet, that isn't quite true. Some of the ships take up more than one space. So, for example, the cruisers take up 2 spaces, so that's probably like one cruiser he has coming in on me. But I won't know that for sure until I see him, but I'm assuming that's one cruiser. You notice when we had our other fleet here, before I renamed it, it was 5 of 7, and when I added that other ship, it was a cruiser, and it went up to 7 of 7, so our cruisers definitely take 2 spaces. I'm assuming theirs, unless there's a research, also take 2 spaces. Okay, so we didn't get a lot done this episode. I'm going to play a couple turns now that I've kind of given everything an overview. We're going to try and secure this system. This one here would be nice to have because it's got the antimatter and it also has the Eden incense. As we look at our systems here, some are ecstatic with this, most of them are content. We still have this system that's not very happy with us, but there's not much we can do about that right now. Our money situation up here, we're gaining 158 per turn, and we have 544. We got a 20% tax rate, and we rank 3rd in our economy, of course. So I guess if I was to give some players some advice, maybe I would try to kind of stay focused. I've been kind of doing a little bit of everything because I'm learning the game and just trying different things. And by being so diverse, it's made me not as, I guess, not as powerful because I've not really specialized in anything. There was some posts about trade and how to set up trade, and I'm not even sure I have that research done yet at this point. I think it's over here somewhere. That's border. That's going to give us extra trades. Luxury base FUDs bonus. I'm not sure whether, I think is this as unlock ceasefire and peace offering. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to do before I started. I'm actually going to try and let's get some peace offerings going. We don't want peace with this guy. His show, he's made me mad, so there's no way I'm going to try. But definitely with the amoebas, if there's a way to at least get a ceasefire with them. So we're going to go into diplomacy and click on them. Based on what researches you have, you might have different options. You notice our only option is ceasefire. So we're going to offer ceasefire. They probably won't accept it, but because we're at war and they're hatred, they done hate us. And we'll at least offer that and see what they have to say. He's at white peace with he's at white peace with us, and he's at white peace with green, and he's at real peace with the merchants. Let's see where he is. He's at white peace with these two and at war with us, and of course the opposite for the merchants. So deal has been accepted by the amoebas. Okay, that's good. So we offered them a ceasefire. So hopefully we won't have to fight these guys. Let's actually try to get the same thing with the merchants race. Let's see if they're willing to do that. It's been rejected, and we could trade dust one turn or flat fee or per turn. We could give them maybe trade dust 1. Let's give them just a flat fee. Oops, no. A fixed amount of dust is transferred indefinitely as part of the deal. How do I... Oh, I just go in there. Okay, I got it. We're going to give them, say, 50... Oop, no, I don't want to give them 150. Let's give them 50 dust and see if they'll offer that. No. Alright, let's try one more. 150. Okay. Well, that's fine. He doesn't want to be friends, and he'll change his mind when we blow up his ship here, hopefully. And, wow, he's got a pretty good sized fleet coming in on... But we do have quite a bit there, so... Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we did a lot of talking. I'm just trying to give a basic overview so everybody understands where we're at. If you've missed a few parts of the series, or if you're just joining us, again, thanks for doing that. And let's see what happens. We're almost at turn 100. Alright, so not a lot happened. He came into our system here. Oh, he did attack. Okay, so we got 1918 versus 1076. And we're going to manually do this. And we're still got things popping up on our screen here, but... Alright, so again, for those of you new to this system, it's basically you're choosing an action to take with your... we're going to take engineering right off the bat and see if we can get that. Then we'll take tactics and then defense and see what happens here. Alright, so we got our long range frames. We both chose engineering, so we both get it. Again, I'm shooting missiles. He looks like he's just shooting... Oh, we're going to get a free camera here. He looks like he's just shooting laser beams. So that's probably good for us that he doesn't have missile technology. Now, does he have missile defense technology is more important. We got a few of our missiles, or our laser beams coming in on him. Good. I choose tactics, he choose sabotage. That's good. Here comes some more missiles in on him. And he's destroyed, which is good. And we didn't lose too much there. So the Pilgrims might want to have peace with us now, because he's going to lose several of his fleets this turn. Alright, so we did well. These heroes definitely can make a big difference in the battle. Notice we have a hero in one of these fleets, so he was able to... Oh, we got him leveled up. He's now level 12. He's actually our highest level hero now. It does cost us 20 dust, and whenever I say dust, just think of it as money. If you're new to this system, dust is their money. We get +2 movement on fleets. That could be handy. Accuracy, labor. He's not really going to be a labor. It's +3 melee. That's going to give us, and then +1 on everything. Oh, that'd be kind of good. Okay, so that's what we're going to choose for him. We possess at least 4 units of antimatter. In this game, if you possess 4 units of a certain resource, you're going to get an abundance of it and get a special bonus. So here's our... we did 7,143 damage, and we lost 593. So that's not bad. The amoeba are now neutral with us, which is good. Alright, our science is completed, I believe. Yes. We got our... And the next thing we're going to research is this, but we're going to go into research here in a minute and check on that. Okay, hexapherium has been identified in the galaxy. Normal deposits are on Nera 3, FedEx 4. That's a research that we just got. And we got a couple places that need to... Okay, so let's look at what we're looking to do here. We're looking to do magnetic field generators. No. Not right now, sorry. Okay. What I think what I'm going to try to do here is get up to the next class of ships, which is going to be these here, which is our battleship. It gives us minus 20% defense module tonnage, so we can put a lot of defenses on it. So I think we're going to make our carrier more of a, well, it's more of a support unit, and our destroyer is more of a weapons module. So maybe make some destroyers that are just focused on offense. We use our cruisers as support, and we use our battleships as defense. Now this is going to take 14 turns, so it's going to take quite a time. We're going to miss out on a lot of other things in the meantime, but I think that'll be a wise decision, but we will find out. In 14 turns we'll find out anyways. Okay, and so we had a couple systems that weren't building anything. One of them's over here, actually. In this case, we'll build up another one of our colony ships. How about our cruiser ships? It says 13 turns. We don't have enough dust, but we will here, hopefully in a turn or two. And that way I can have 2 ships waiting on this guy when he arrives. And Jovis, let's see what Jovis can do here. We can colonize, or this is colonized. We can now colonize this planet here. These guys are, it's just a tiny Arctic. This doesn't have an exploitation on it. It's a huge gas helium. That can't be good. Poor soil, which is going to give us less happiness, minus food, minus science. I don't think I have any exploits for this. We could give it this one, which is going to give +3 food per person on planet. So that would kind of compensate for the poor soil and maybe get it to become a little bigger, a little quicker. And they are happy with this. So good for them. Thank you. Somebody's finally happy with this. I think these were our 2. Oh, we did get a ship done over here. We're going to create that here. And we're going to start bringing him up to the front lines. And it looks like they're building another cruiser. So before we move on, let's go ahead and look at our cruiser. Let's go ahead and modify it. We should have, yes, we have additional tonnage on it now, because we got an extra 10% from that research. So we're up to 220. It was 200. 10% of 200 is 20, so we're at 220. So now we can add a few things to our ship. Now, it was mentioned in the comments that I had not added hit points to our ships, but I think I did here with the reactive hulls, because that gives plus, I think that's hit points. So right now we have 4 fusion torpedoes, so we're going to add 2 of the... Oh, no, okay, maybe not 2 of them. I want some more defenses here. Another laser. More kinetic would be nice, of course. I'm actually going to drop that back down and put 1 more kinetic on this, and 6 is going to add another 32 hit points on our ships. Right now we have 1019 in hit points, and now we're up to 1064, so a little bit more hit points there. So that should give us 5 extra of the reactive hulls, some extra projectile deflection, 1 extra missile absorption, and right now that looks pretty good. So this is going to be our CX-13. And I'm wondering if there's a way. Last time I couldn't find it, but I wonder if there's a way to rename that. I'm sure there probably is. Here's the name. But for some reason, I go into modify, and I can't click on the name, so we're just gonna close that. We don't need that. Okay. So now we're up to our better. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of those ships, and we're gonna add in our newest ship, and it's gonna cost. Wow. They do cost quite a bit, but that's okay. Money is important, dust in this case, but got another fleet coming over this way, but it's just a scout ship. That's okay. This fleet here is going to attack his Pilgrim fleet there. Notice when I click on my fleet, I'm going to select it in the list. Obviously, it's the only one, and then some options up here at the top. We can attack enemies in our system. We do have some injured ones, so we do have quite an advantage, but we'll go ahead and battle map this out and check it out. He's only got a firepower of 382. I wish it would have hit points as well, so you can know how well the other ship can defend. We'll go offense right off the bat, try to wipe this guy out in the first phase. And sure. Yeah, this battle shouldn't last very long. We wait. Oh, he did. He took the sabotage versus our offense, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think when our missiles arrive, he's going to be done. There goes our lasers. There goes our kinetics. And there goes our lasers again. Our missiles should have landed on him by now. Oh, yep, he's gone. We ended up taking a little bit of damage there, but well, that's what he gets for trying to come into our system. So, all right, we got a level up out of this, so that's always a good thing. Plus 25% of max hit points added to armor. Yes, I like that option. That looks like fun. All right, so we actually didn't lose any hit points. Everything he sent at us was blocked, so that's good news. Actually, it shows us shows you where you can kind of standing in your attack. Here's our kinetic efficiency was only 20%, so he probably had a lot of defenses against that. Our missile efficiency was 89%, so we had again. Missiles did all the goodness for us, and our beam efficiency was 0%. So he had a lot of defenses against laser beams, and our shield efficiency again 100%. So we can see that at least the merchant race doesn't have enough power to get through our defenses, and we are putting enough defenses on our ships to keep them alive, so that's a good thing. Okay, well, look, I think I'm going to go ahead and bring this episode to a close. I know we didn't get much done, but I will record another video as soon as this one's over. I'm just going to try to keep them a little bit smaller so they can upload a little bit faster. And that way we don't have to worry about a 12-15 hour upload to the YouTube servers. So this was again episode 8 of Endless Space. I hope you're enjoying this. Hope you've been able to watch the other episodes. Again, if you're enjoying this, be sure to rate it, thumbs up, and leave any comments that you see that might be able to help our empire become the best in the galaxy. We haven't moved up any, but that's okay. we're still just waiting our time until we can get a few of these extra ships out, and then it might be time to work on Green's action here. Now we did research before I go. We did research last episode. I believe it was, yeah, this one here. The warp drive, which gives us unlocked space travel without cosmic string or wormhole use. Gives us +5 movement on our Empire. The math is not easy, but it's possible to create a warp bubble around a starship and accelerate it by compressing space-time in front and the bubble while expanding space-time behind. Though there are difficulties in navigation and maneuvering, it provides a way to move independently between stars. So if anybody out there knows how to use this technology, because if I've got a ship, say here, how do I, if I right-click this, I can't right-click out in space. It doesn't do anything. If I left-click out in space, it just unselects the unit, so that's not. I'm just wondering if there's a way if I can get a ship here. When this ship gets built, if I move it up here, can I then move it directly across over here? But if I right-click this, then it wants to go. So I'm just wondering if anybody out there might know the answer to this question about how to get these ships off the lines, because I spent a lot of time researching that. That changes our hero. But anyways, again, that was kind of a side note I wanted to say. I will record another video, so if anybody knows that answer, they can post. We obviously won't be able to use it for a couple videos, but at least when somebody makes a comment and lets me know, then I will post it in our video so all of you people out there that are listening and watching can understand how to use that technology. I'm just not sure how I can say go directly there. If I right click, it just takes him along the path. It doesn't let me take him directly over there. All right, so this is the end of turn 98. Again, EndlessSpace episode 8. We will hit magic turn 100 here in the next episode, so do stop in and watch. Until that time, everyone have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. This is ID Jester signing off.